vision, by youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, called it Big Chatz. Great vision, great direction, by youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, called it Big Chatz. That's right, we back on the movement. Fresh new season, fresh new blueprint. Talking about issues facing our youths, inspiring the nation, delivering truth on violence, poverty, sexual health, and a lot more topics that are so heartfelt. Misinformation causing distress, got youths crying out, we need some help. So we reach out with a brand new vibe. Love TV, more FM, we live. Keep you entertained while giving you stats. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Big Chatz. Great vision, great direction, by youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, calling it Big Chatz. Great vision, great direction, by youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, calling it Big Chatz.
Good evening, Belize. Of course, you're in tune to another episode of the show we call Big Chatz. Of course, I'm your girl, Haidia Galanche, aka Lady Spice. I'm in the building live on Love TV, side broadcasted by More FM. Of course, you're in tune today, November 2nd, and we're going to talk about today all about safer sex. So, I hope the teenagers, the teenagers, and everybody tune into the TV. Keep on the thinking caps on, because of course we have prizes to give away. Educating, Big Chatz. Of course, I have a partner in crime as usual. Every Saturday we have Mr. Nerland today. And before that, I have to apologize. Last week I was absent.
On vacation.
Well, I wasn't on vacation. Of course, I was in a workshop, a social art workshop at Central Farm at UB. So I'm not abandoned. I still love you.
By the way, you missed out a good show last week,
Missed out a good show,
yeah.
and I never did get to watch it, but at the end of the workshop, and I met cars, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope everything go okay. I hope everybody okay.
No, we had a good show.
Have a good
Ronisha,
show.
me and Ronisha, we did really good last week. We spoke about we had the guests from the Belize Red Cross, Miss Evelyn Landavery and Miss Nancy Lowe, talking about the what is the thing named, the Youth Agents for Changes, and they did a demonstration about everything, and so it was good. And people actually text in and tune in. So today we're talk about what? Safer sex options.
Safer sex, yes. We're not just talking about sex, because I know all the time people come up to me that you be at school and that in Palm upon campus, and they always say, hi dear, something we need to bring up more sex topic. So yes, people like the sex topics there. So I hope everybody that you be teenagers, because they say, oh, the show not only for young people, the show not only for young people. Everybody could tune in and learn from the show, alright? So I hope me you be people they tune in, my Facebook, everybody they blow up after this show. I want to tune in. But I have to say, before I bring up my sponsors, I have to tell you how you could win prizes on the show. Go ahead, Crystal. Go to the communication corner.
Hey guys, I'm Crystal here at the Communications Corner, sponsored by Chatz, sex education through texting. To subscribe for Chatz services, you have to follow 3 simple steps. Step 1 is to text START to 604-1911. Step 2 is to text your age, sex, gender, and whether or not you are in school. And step 3 is to simply join learning. You can keep contact with us here in studios at our number 633-8036, and to give your comments or questions and be able to win prizes. I repeat, the number for today is 633-8036. And remember to like our page on Facebook at Yam Belize, and follow us on Twitter as well.
All right. So I hope you guys are tuning and have on your thinking caps, because we have a lot of fabulous prizes to give away. As you know, Big Chatz always they give us prizes and surprises, but the show will not be possible without these people. So I'd like to say a big thank you to the sponsors of the show: Studio 88 Grill, United Nations Population Fund, Summit Foundation, Belize Red Cross Youth Agents for Change, Smart, Boeing and Boeing, Tony's Barbecue, Hummingbird Furnishing, the Belize Family Life Association, the Belize Red Cross Global Parish Project, and the Youth Advocacy Movement members and their families. With that, I'm going to take my first commercial break, and we'll be back with more Big Chatz and start the discussion. We're going to turn it up. So Don't touch that dial, people.
Gal can catch a fire. Fling out, fling out, fling out, gal. Fling out, fling out, fling out, fling out, gal. Fling out, gal. Who know fi wine inna the road? Rock out on the line inna the road. All the treasure who know find inna the road. Don't stop signing inna the road, gal. Who know fi wine inna the road? Rock out on the line inna the road. All the treasure who know find inna the road. Don't stop signing on the road. Bounce a wanna feed the girl them bubble pan. If you love to see the girl them a bubble, put up your hand. You play song, the girl star boss blank. Now the girl them time, play song, the girl white. Watch, big selector a play, you no rookie. Catch the baseline, watch the girl them a should be. Hey, when the girl them a dip it and a drop it, you a funny man. If you not happy, follow me then. Girl a dash out, so me glad me come out. Ready for left, what you talking about? Road me live, me no want see no house. We are rave and a
For that special someone, choose wisely, use responsibly.
Thinking about getting a new number just for your home or business? Well, Smart's got the answer for you. Introducing Smart's new home phone bundle package. Get the AWP Z100 and the Yagi antenna, both for only $199 with caller ID, SMS, call history, and more. Smart's new home phone. It's affordable, it's dependable, and guess what? It's portable. Don't miss a thing. Get all your calls for your home and business. Visit any showroom and get your home phone today.
Smart, bringing people together.
Looking for a new lunch spot? Well, welcome to Tony's Barbecue, serving Belize City from Northern Highway outside of Sayview Supermarket. Seating is available, or you can quickly take your lunch to go. Tony's Barbecue is open Thursday to Saturday on the Northern Highway. Tony's Barbecue serves a variety of meats, including chicken, beef, and pork. A wide selection of choices for your meal. From kebabs to ribs to steak or sausages, served with beans and tortillas. Drinks are also available for purchase. We hope to see you soon. Tony's Barbecue.
I'm tearing up this rubber. It's hot from all the way.
Let's say the culture here is a little diverse. For example, our languages. The official is English, some people speak Spanish, others speak Creole. Some of us also speak Garifuna and 3 different Maya dialects. It's amazing, right? But above all, we all speak one language in common. One that doesn't need dictionaries, because instead of letters and words, it uses hugs and smiles. The same language as sharing a Coca-Cola, the language of happiness.
Hummingbird Furnishings is proud of its unique blend of wicker, rattan, wood, bamboo, and resin outdoor products made for domestic and commercial use. We continually strive not only to create beautiful work of art, but furniture that will last a lifetime. Each piece is intricately hand-woven and manufactured with the finest materials and craftsmanship available. Thorough inspections are executed as products progress through each department, assuring our customers the highest quality. Let us help you to create your very own masterpiece. Visit us in San Pedro, Placencia, or Belmopan. Browse our website www.hummingbirdfurnishings.com or call us at 822-3164. Hummingbird Furnishings. Beautiful furniture built to last a lifetime.
Big Chatz, great vision, greater action. By youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, called it Big Chatz. Great vision, greater action. By youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, called it Big Chatz. That's right, we back on the movement.
Good evening, Belize. You're watching Big Chatz live on Love TV, being simulcasted on More FM. I am one of the co-hosts for today, Nerland Flowers, alongside Miss Heidi Golanchi, Miss Face, Ladies Face.
Lady Spice.
Lady Spice.
AKA.
Our topic again for today is safer sex options for teenagers. Our guest for today is Miss Anna Carrillo from the Belize Family Life Association. But before we get into the discussion, let's go across to Crystal for our first question for the giveaway. Crystal?
Yes, our first giveaway are 2 barbecues from Tony's alongside 4 Coca-Colas. Our question is, what is safer sex? Remember to text your answer to our number 633-8036. I repeat, 633-8036. And please include your first and last name in the text as well.
All right then, thanks Crystal. With that, let's get into the discussion. Miss Anna, all right, give us a little bit about yourself, the general public.
Okay, I am the youth officer at BFLA for quite a while.
Give them long tires.
Oh, really? I think I've been at BFLA about 9.5 years, but I went away for a little while and I came back. But I still work with BFLA, so technically I've been around BFLA for 11 years and I enjoyed every minute of it.
All right.
Well, you know our topic for today
Oh.
is safer sex
Yes,
options for teens.
Let's get started.
This topic, people always gravitate. They always, gravitate more to the sex
topics, yes.
Even at school, as I was saying in the introduction, that a lot of the students, they said, man, why are they talk about contraception? Why are they talk about abortion? They bring
They
up
want
the
to hear
sex
the sex.
topic. Yes, they want to hear the sex topic.
More juicy?
Well, I guess, I don't know that the way they like me, but I like it because at least they're tuning into a show that's telling them the facts.
Something very
And
educational.
not myths that they're hearing out there. So before I get carried away, we could get into the discussion.
So
Miss Anna, tell me, give me a definition of safer sex.
All right, safer sex. I think we need to differentiate safer sex and safe sex. Safe sex is, yes, taking precaution, but safer sex is taking it up a 2, I don't want to say 1 notch. I mean like 3, 4, 5, like really putting conditions, precaution measures so as to avoid being infected with STIs, HIV, and even becoming pregnant. I think people tend to worry about, I don't want to catch infections, but also keep on forgetting the pregnancy, or then tend to focus more on not wanting to become pregnant, and then they forget the STIs. Because I've worked with many groups where the young people would say, Miss, this STI could kill me. How about this one? How about that one? And I said, it's not that it's going to kill you, but it has serious repercussions and effects on your body, right? So safer sex is taking it up a notch farther by using more precautions. And we're going to learn some new precautions and making it interesting and sexy.
So tell me about those precautions now.
All right. Well, we talk about primarily in safer sex about the getting in contact with bodily fluids. That is the major one. So you have to find new ways. And we have found new ways that has been probably around, but people never find ways to really describe it, or they say, oh, well, I may know that, but just because I never know it had a name or specific, to anything. So like some of them will be, one of the bigger ones right now is like the cyber texting, the cyber chatting, or the sex, what is it, cyber sexing?
I guess it's something like that.
So,
right?
What's cyber sex? The internet.
When you use the internet, yes, and then you say, hey, how are you? I good. How are you?
Cyber sex or something like that.
Yeah, the cyber sex. And then you start to go into the more detailed stuff. Yes, people then have gone into taking it a notch farther by doing like the display of pictures and sharing stuff like that. But it also, if you are a consenting adult and you can't consent for it, then it's okay. But if you are cyber sexing with a young person who is a minor, then of course they come with legal issues attached to it. I think people are doing is the texting, what we call texting. Sexting. Wow, I'm all over the place today, yes. The sexting. And people are sending their pictures. I know primarily on WhatsApp people have been using a lot.
Yes.
And Viber. Yeah,
people have been. They have a lot of apps that is out. To me, you can send pictures and text for free. so they use it a lot.
Yeah. So sexting has been one of those ones that has been happening a lot. People are now doing live chats, finding, things like that. We tell people you don't necessarily have to be using the cyber because what happens sometimes it's not safe either, right?
Okay, anybody could just
Yeah, but we're talking about primarily here is not the transmission of bodily fluids that we don't want you to be in contact with bodily fluids of that, like primarily for prevention of STIs and HIV.
All right, so what are some other options for safer sex that people need to know about?
Well, there are things like mutual masturbation, self-pleasure, masturbating your own self. When we talk about mutual masturbation, we're talking about you touching your partner touching you, but trying to make sure that body fluids are not exchanged. Yes. The other day, somebody was asking me about, is there such a thing as finger condoms? I told the person, yes, there are. The person, I get this big. I said, miss, you have to show me. And I tell them, you don't necessarily have to go and find these things, but you can use a regular condom. Just place it over your fingers.
Yeah, because the first time I heard about finger condoms, I think it was early this year, I'm like, that really exists. Until I saw them, I'm like, okay.
They're tiny little, they look like condoms, but they're very, very tiny. Yes, and then I tell people, even if you don't have the finger condoms, you can use regular condoms and just make sure that your fingers are placed snugly inside. Or you can use gloves, latex gloves and stuff like that, right? And you could use different types of, there's lubricants that are available, what I call his and hers, and one way cold and one way hot. Things like that, just to entice, make it a little bit more exciting.
Spice it up.
Spice it up, yes. Those are primarily one of the more interesting ones that we have nowadays. The other things like body massages, like again with the lubricants and stuff, you can give yourself massage with oils. You can touch up each other. You are touching vagina or penises or anything of that sort, but you're just doing some erotic massages and rub them up, make you feel good, make you feel relaxed. Those
so
are
you're saying that body fluids should never be exchanged, or you're saying that get to know the person and everything before you reach to that point?
Well, that's what we're saying, that because that's another part of it, yes, where we tell people you need to get to know your partner. And
yeah,
I was having a session.
That's one of the most important thing that people need. I guess some people just jump in a relationship without knowing the risks or whatever.
But I'll tell you something more interesting, Nerlan. People have jumped the whole having relationships to one-night stands. And then they even ask, like I was having a session earlier this week and today I was telling them, when you meet somebody new, you have to ask certain questions like about them and share about you, saying like, oh, I've had so many partners and I've used condoms with all of them. Are you comfortable using condoms? Which is the introduction then of starting for you to talk a little bit about what your sex life is going to be like, instead of saying, oh, you want to hook up? Let's go.
But first before we get into the whole discussion, that you need to know at least know the person's name.
At least, well, I tell you that I tell the person, I told somebody at one of my sessions saying, hey, I tell her, when you're done and the next morning you get up and then you say, boy, kick her up and try to tell her, go home now. I can't even remember your name. Right?
Well, we have to get into our first segment. I hope you guys are enjoying this discussion. I'm surely enjoying it. But before we continue, we have to go into our segment, Keeping It Sexy and Safe. And we'll be back with more discussion here on Big Chatz.
Welcome to another episode of Case on the Big Chat Show. Welcome, Stephanie, Kieran, and Karen. The rules are simple. The first person to pick up the wristband answers the question, and whoever answers the most questions wins the quiz. The first question is, what is safer sex? Okay, Karen was first.
Safer sex is a sexual activity whereby there is low risk of exchanging body fluids.
That is right. The next question is, name 3 benefits of having safer sex. I think Stephanie had you guys out.
1. You can prevent unwanted pregnancy. 2. You can prevent sexual transmitted infection. 3. You can prevent HIV transmission.
That's right, Stephanie. Name 1 way that sexually transmitted infection is passed on from one person to another. That was Stephanie again.
If a male ejaculates into a female, then he can transmit any infection within his semen.
That is right. Next question. Why is it important for young people to wait before starting to have sex? Karen was first.
Because they can't have children yet.
Sorry, Karen, your answer was incorrect. Kieran, you were second. Do you want to give it a try?
It is important for teenagers not to have sex until they understand and can handle the consequences that come with sex. For example, HIV, stress, teenage pregnancy, etc.
Correct. Next question. Name 3 sexual activities that are high risk or unsafe. That was close, but I think Kieran got it first.
Having unprotected sex without using a condom, having multiple partners, and rough sex.
Correct. You can also increase your risk when having sex under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Next, name 3 ways to make sex safer. Karen was first.
Get to know the sexual history of someone you want to have sex with. Minimize the number of your sexual partners and always use a condom and use it right.
That was a perfect answer, Karen. Okay, last question. Why do we say safer sex rather than safe sex?
There is no 100% safe sex. This is the reason why we refer to it as safer sex. The best way how young people protect themselves is by abstaining. Abstaining means to not have sex any at all.
Great answer. That's it. Let's look at the score. Stephanie and Karen got 2 points, while Kieran got 3 for the win. Congratulations, Kieran. I'm sure you learned a lot about safer sex. Kieran was the winner, and he will return next week to continue his journey. Tune in again for another episode of Kiss on the Big Chat Show. Bye.
And that was Kiss Mini Series. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really did, and I learned a lot also. I hope it was something new introduced to the show. I kind of forgot to enlighten you guys in the introduction, but it's what you call it, a mini series. So every time it's going to be like
but it's in reference to the topics. It will be played, and it also will be on our Facebook, and it will be
also on YouTube as well.
On YouTube
so
as
it's gonna always be like that Jeopardy finish thing with kids answering questions about the topic.
No. There's different formats to it. This one was safer sex options, and it was a little game show. It was a little bit different, and the other ones is about some discussions, some young persons discussions, and then there are some clips and stuff like. But it's gonna be different. It's not the same every
different
time.
Different genre things.
Yeah.
So
it's called keeping it sexy and safe.
All right. So I mean that's just we're gonna entice the viewers a little bit to keep viewing so that they will.
And then as well, we will be using the Kiss Mini Series in our Facebook page so people could win prizes. You know, we get more persons to watch it and to share it and stuff like that. Okay. But we will be talking about it a little bit more into the season.
Okay, all right, Crystal. Can you repeat the question and the number so that they can text in?
Yes. Our question is, what is safer sex? And the number to text in is 633-8036. Again, that number is 633-8036. The first person to text in the correct answer, including your first and last name, wins our prize of 2 barbecues from Tony's Barbecue and 4 Coca-Cola. And again, I would like to repeat the number, 633-8036.
All right.
Let's go back into the discussion. Before we went to commercial break, we were talking about the essential components that for safer sex that people need to know about. So let's continue, Miss Anna.
Okay, well, like I said, the first one was getting to know your partner. I mean, people say, oh, but I know he or she from primary school days, you know, we used to hang out and whatever else. And it just so happens that when you went through puberty and everything, you start notice. And when you get into young adulthood and all of those things, you notice a person even more, right? But then sometimes, you know the person from past interactions or experiences, but do you really know the person detailed?
Probably sit down and have a discussion with the person.
Like
get
this,
to know
yeah,
her.
get to know her, you know. But then there's people not take no chance. People on Facebook trying to meet up with each other and through text. Somebody just tell me that they set up somebody for a blind date. What if the person they expect, you know, that this blind date leads to something else, you know, and then you even know the name.
Know the person name.
But you know that you have people. Everybody date differently, and you have some people where like that is spontaneous thing. Like they don't want to see this person I get to know them on their own. They just like the thrill, I guess, of a friend hooking me up and sending me with somebody that I don't even know. Because I mean, if I call you my best friend, you must know the kind of guys that I'm into, you know. So I mean, just the thrill of going out and not knowing the person, like it's like, you know, a journaling rush or something like that.
At least a picture first.
No, but I mean, so people
but
like
then
that. So
imagine the
people like
adrenaline
like
rush.
that.
Then eventually turns out into a running pussy STI. You know, you have to think about those things. Those are some of the things that you need to be more conscious about. It's like about getting to know your partner. It says reduce the number of partners, right? We tell people reduce the number, and they're like, okay, I went down from having 2-3 partners to just one. And then it's very difficult for some people whose their interactions has been that it's more than one that they're interacting with. Somebody tell me, oh, I got my regular gal, I got the gal I text, and I got the gal where I just to get to know. Right?
So that person have like 3 girlfriends, 3.
And
he want mix. And he want mix everybody juice. I tell you, I want mix everybody juice. And I'm like, you know what? When you talk about juice, yes, you'd have to think about all the other things that come with it, like the infections.